Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, the 2024 U.S. presidential Republican challenger. Right, he is challenging Donald Trump, and he is challenging Joseph Biden to become the president of the United States of the world, and I would argue king of the world. That's what that position is, if you're not aware, right? Or queen of the world, whenever a lady woman gets to the point where she can get that done, right? Because Nikki Haley is interesting, but I don't think she's nearly as good a candidate as Vivek Ramaswamy for many reasons. But I want to stay focused here. All right, so today what I want to talk about is what is Vivek's problems? What are the Vivek's problems to solve? And what is the Vivek Ramaswamy community's problem to solve, right? So let's talk about the Vivek Ramaswamy community. So that is you and me, right? People who are interested in Vivek Ramaswamy and are considering voting for him for president, right? And want him to be president over Donald Trump and over President Biden. I am definitely in that category right now. I would much prefer Vivek Ramaswamy to be president than Donald Trump, and I would much rather prefer him to be president than President Joseph Biden, right? So, what is his problems to solve, and what is our problems to solve? What are the Vivek Ramaswamy community's responsibility? The problems they need to solve. Well, first of all, let's talk about Vivek real quick. So, what is Vivek's? What does he need to do? He needs to sacrifice 2 years of his life, every bit of privacy he ever had, and comfort for him and everybody he loves for 2 years. That is the cost of running for president right now. Is for 2 years you will be dragged over glass. Everyone you know will be picked over by the press, and you will have not a moment's peace, right? And you are going to have to exert yourself, literally, like pretty much close to the point of death. Like, in fact, Bernie Sanders almost died running for president. Said it flat out. Said, "Yep, I was running. I was not watching my body, and I literally had a heart attack because I was not watching my energy levels on the campaign trail." You can die running for president, especially if you're older, right? So this is no simple task. So what we need from him is all in, baby. He is all in, right? But there are some problems that don't belong to him, and I'm going to tell you a real important one right now, and that is the Ward-Cleaver wall, right? He has got to get over the Ward-Cleaver wall. So what is the Ward-Cleaver wall? Well, for the first 43 presidents that we had in America, they were all the same dude, Ward Cleaver, right? They were a man, right? They were a man, and then they had one other terrible attribute, right? That, it's not a terrible, they had one other attribute that terribly, 15 to 25% of all American voters absolutely demand in their candidate, which Vivek is lacking. Andrew Yang was lacking. Tim Scott is lacking, right? It's this one special attribute that 15 to 25% of all Americans, if you don't have it, they won't vote for you, right? It's the Ward-Cleaver wall, right? Now, as a community, we have to get him over this wall, right? How do we do that? I don't know. And I'll tell you right now, I do not say those words lightly. I despise saying I don't know, right? Because I don't like it, right? I think it's a terrible answer, and it is a terrible answer right now, and we got to solve it. We got to solve it quick, right? Now, I do know what doesn't work, and the reason why is I tried it with Andrew Yang, right? I really wanted Andrew Yang to be president of the United States of America, and I pushed for him very, very hard. The reason why I'm not supporting Andrew Yang is, I'll tell you right now, third party candidate, you done, baby, you done. Ain't no way, right? I can support a candidate with a 1% chance of winning. All right. Now, I actually think Vivek Ramaswamy's chances of winning right now are between 1 and 15%. Okay, I can do that. A third party candidate, that's 1 in 100,000. Right. I really feel that by running third party, Andrew Yang has taken himself off the board. Right. So we got to get him over this. Over the Ward-Cleaver wall, right? And so, one, I'm gonna make a promise to you. I'm gonna think on this, right? And I'm gonna think about what do we do to get this done. And I would really like your opinions, your ideas, because we're gonna have to. This is ours. He can't solve this, right? But we can. I do think that we can, right? And he needs to sacrifice for us. He's doing it, right? We need to sacrifice for him. We need to get this answer. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.